What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Today, we got to give a shout out to the UConn Huskies because they won the Women's March Madness for 2025. So, shout out to them. They got a bucket, right? They did their thing. But there were some other teams that did participate, that did play, right? We talked about, at least on the last episode, and if y'all didn't listen, definitely go check them out. But I talked about all four teams in the Final Four, right? I was right. UConn did face South Carolina. They did end up winning. So again, Women's March Madness. It was a good one. But I mean, what specifically do I want to talk about? Well, let's find out. But make sure you definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Please comment, tell anyone about the show. Try and get the ratings up a little bit, just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking here at this game, wow. Like, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, all right, UConn, I'm going full screen right now just because I want to focus really on the game more so than myself. I may come back, but UConn won this game 82-59. Keep in mind, I don't even care to show South Carolina's name no more because 82-59, ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty wide margin right there. Now let's break this down even further. South Carolina didn't win not a quarter. Out of the four quarters they played, South Carolina, the closest they came was 20-17. That was in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. That's when you got the most pride and you saying, hey, I need to be able to get a bucket. And Connecticut still won. That's kind of wild. Like, y'all looking at UConn's bench right now. Let's scroll over and see what they did. Right? Like, all right, cool. Couple points. Let's go to their starters though. And as you can see, the big three for UConn, they did their thing. Now, with UConn in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to note a couple points. For starters, again, as y'all can see, Sarah Strong, Azzi Fudd, and Paige Beckers really got a bucket out there. They hooped, and they have been the best big three in college basketball. We can talk about men and women, in fact, because these girls have been hooping consistently. Whether we talk about the season, we talk about March Madness, they've been getting a bucket. And in fact, Paige Beckers will be the number one draft pick this year for the WNBA. And then after that, Azzi Fudd could turn out to be the number one pick next year. We'll see. I don't know, but that could be a discussion point. But Sarah Strong, ladies and gentlemen, this one, it's right here. That's 24 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, or 2 steals and 3 blocks. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. And keep in mind, too, she didn't go to the free throw line that much. She didn't. That's insane. And this is against Dawn Staley's South Carolina squad. Y'all might be wondering what South Carolina did. I'm gonna show y'all right fast because it's okay. It's okay. Keep in mind, let's just I ain't even gonna do them like that. Y'all ain't gonna see who did what. Just know this is what y'all looking at right now. Pete, we got no double-digit rebounding, assists. We only got one person that had higher than one. That's absurd. That's abysmal. Then the points, ladies and gentlemen, no starter. I repeat, no starter got higher than 10 points or hit 10 points. That's absurd. That's insane. The bench carried them. Usually when a bench team carries you, when a bench team produces like this, ladies and gentlemen, you win the game. And I don't think South Carolina's bench really did that stellar. They hooped, they competed, they was out there. South Carolina's bench, they definitely played well. So you got to look at the starters and say, whoa, it's bad. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a senior-led squad too. Like this is not a good look. Like when we're talking about WNBA draft again, Paige Beckers, senior, number one pick. On a bad day, on a bad game, this championship game where a lot of the eyes were on her to keep in mind. She just dropped 40 balls and 30 balls. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been hooping, she's been getting the bucket. She gave 17. Like, you know what I'm saying? 17 points. That's way more than what the other team gave. Oh. And we can talk about the shot attempts too. Yes, okay, cool. 14 shot attempts. And then over here, nobody got 14 shots up. That's a problem too. Because if we do scroll over to these names, you see someone like a Chloe Kitts, a Sonya Fegan, or Sanaya Fegan. Oh my gosh. Bree Hall, Raven Johnson, Tina Pow. Like, y'all don't get off well like that? For real? Malaysia Fuwali did actually do her thing, though. She started to play a little well towards the end. But again, though, nobody else? That's tough. And keep in mind, you're going to be hearing these names in the WNBA draft coming up too, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why it's really shocking to not see anything. Like the game, again, I don't know if y'all remember, 82-59. No quarter was won by South Carolina. You have to give your tip of the cap to UConn. Geno Auriemma, your 12th title. Paige Beckers, all the injuries you sustained. Azzi Fudd as well. Y'all got y'all first chip. Sarah Strong way to start off your college campaign. And people are now projecting you to be the number one pick whenever she declares for the draft, being a couple years from now. It's a lot of talent. And this UConn team, they might have a strong legacy talked about when it's all said and done. So this UConn squad, I appreciate, one, because they helped win me some money. So I always appreciate that. I definitely said on FanDuel they were going to win. And it was May 28th, 2024 when I made that prediction. Now, I also did say UCLA would win too. Got to have a backup, right? And we was close. Like, we actually could have met in the championship game. You know what I'm saying? Kick my head back, relax. Keep my feet back, relax. But they met in the Final Four, unfortunately. So, but ladies and gentlemen, if you did not watch March Madness, you missed out on a good one. This was a good year, ladies and gentlemen, specifically for the women's college basketball game. So I'm very happy to see the number one draft pick make it to the championship game and actually win. Because it doesn't happen that often. I'm sorry, I'm a Duke fan. I'm getting a little emotional. But ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude today's episode. Like I said, I wanted to focus on the women's game because these girls hoop. But I'm curious what y'all thoughts are about the game. Did you like it? Did you not? Were you disappointed in South Carolina? Were you disappointed? I mean, did you expect UConn to actually win? And I'm curious too, do you think either team will win next year? Because keep in mind, Azzi Fudd will be returning. Sarah Strong, like I said, is a freshman. South Carolina, yeah, they do have a lot of seniors. They can regroup. Keep in mind, though, UCLA might return because they do have Lauren Betts as well. So there's a couple of teams out there that might shake up a few things. But I'm curious what y'all are thinking. I'll talk about my predictions next time, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. Hope you all are having a good one. Take care.